Hello, I'm Dewey, and this is Devaki with Ananda Wellness. Doing a little interview today. She's going to educate us a little on meditation. But first, would you tell us a little bit about yourself and Ananda Wellness?
Well, my name is Devaki, as he said, and Ananda Wellness here in Terre Haute is a holistic wellness center which offers different services of holistic wellness. Holistic means that the whole personality gets evolved and relaxed. For instance, with yoga, but not only yoga, hatha yoga, it's also bhakti yoga, karma yoga, jnana yoga, raja yoga. Okay, now all these names of yoga, right? But different styles of yoga. I might go deeper in it later, but to make it short, like really to relax the whole personality, to evolve the whole personality. I offer coaching with yoga, like in private sessions or in group sessions. At the present time, we have a 41-day yoga 5 a.m. challenge. Yes, you heard it right. It's 5 a.m. to create a new habit. And in yoga, it's said if you repeat an action 41 days, then it creates a habit. I mean, it doesn't mean that you need now, for the end of your life, to practice yoga at 5 a.m. The only thing what it is here to create more discipline in your life. Like if you manage to do 41 days to get up probably at 3:30 to be here, at 4:30 to be here at 5, I think that's a great achievement. So if you manage that, you will manage other disciplines. And yoga is really a lifestyle for me. You asked me about myself. Yoga has been a life changer and a lifestyle. I got introduced to yoga when I was 16 in France, because I was an exchange student and the mother did yoga there. And then later on I did yoga when I was 19 in a course, but then let it go again. But when I got really intense and very disciplined with my practice was when I went to a retreat center and I did a yoga and meditation retreat in Germany at Yoga Vidya. It's Europe's greatest non-profit organization for yoga teacher training courses, and there they had an introduction to yoga and meditation. It was 1999, and I met there as well my future gurus, Yogi Hariji and Leela Mataji, and they invited me to do a yoga teacher training course in Florida. So I did my yoga teacher training course in Florida at Yogi Hari's, and I can highly recommend it if anybody wants to have a really good foundation and also an inspiration for a lifetime and a life-changing experience in a yoga teacher training course. This is where you go. Because you learn from a master in a lineage of Shivananda. And so I'm also trained in the lineage of Swami Shivananda through my yoga teacher training course. And I got introduced there to Ayurveda. So now people know yoga, but they don't know what is Ayurveda. And literally Ayurveda means the science of life. Yeah, Ayus is life and Veda is knowledge, so it's the knowledge of life. It's also, you can say, it's an art of living, and this art of living is connected to yoga, and it should go hand in hand. A yoga teacher who only knows about yoga is, like I quote Dr. Lad, a half yoga teacher. And if you only know Ayurveda and you don't know about yoga, then you are just a half Ayurvedi. So they go together. They are both Vedic sciences. Yoga goes back as well to the Vedas, the scriptures, the eternal knowledge. And so this is about the body-mind approach. It's a holistic medical system. It was usually practiced in India. It has influenced the Chinese medicine. It has the Greek medicine is influenced it because it looks at your individuality of body and mind. And every body is a unique expression of 5 elements. I can't go deeper into this. This is a big topic, but my training was also in Ayurveda, in our yoga teacher training course. And so, as well for yoga practices, not every yoga practice is good for everybody. So everybody has to do it according to their own individual state at where they are. Yoga is really for everybody. It doesn't mean if you have a certain body, mind constitution, you can't do it. You just need to adjust it. And yoga is not only hatha yoga. That's why I mentioned earlier the different paths of yoga. And everybody, as you are different, you might have an inclination to a different path. Some of you, without knowing it, might be great yogis already. For instance, if you are a parent, if you are raising a child, you are definitely a bhakti and a karma yogi already. So what is that? Bhakti yoga is the path of love and devotion, and karma yoga is using your actions with a certain attitude of non-attachment. Non-attachment to the fruits of your action, and also non-attachment of any expectation. Just do the work for the work's sake. And this is a high ideal of karma yoga. But just doing what needs to be done. As a parent, you just get up in the middle of the night and nurse the child. You do your duty as providing with food and shelter. You just do this out of love, out of responsibility. It's your duty as a parent. So you do already karma yoga there. Like karma yoga is really a big topic in yoga to purify your heart, to overcome also likes and dislikes. When you go to a retreat center, an ashram it's called in Sanskrit terms, usually they give you some chores to help with the functioning of the place. Yeah, they want you also to be more integrated, so you might help in the kitchen, cutting vegetables. If they have a project with construction, you might be, according to your individual constitution, you might end up in the construction team. So you have different places where you go, but it's all to overcome also likes and dislikes, because some chores we love to do, like let's say you love the outdoors, you want karma yoga in the garden, right? And maybe you don't like to clean the toilets, but exactly this is what you get sometimes. You get exactly what you don't like, and then explore your attitude towards your work and how you work. Yeah, because it's a reflection also of your mindset, how you do things. So at the beginning, before we go to the higher practices of meditation, you train yourself in being focused on the work. That is kind of meditation through working with a focused mind. Being completely present in what is the work at hand, and not being too much worried about the outcome. Like just do what you have to do. Yeah, so karma yoga and bhakti yoga, that might be already what you're doing. Doing volunteer work is karma yoga, to support the community in any way. This is all karma yoga. Like Dua is right now doing karma yoga. He asked me to present myself here and what I'm doing, and I'm very grateful I can do that here. And and I'm very grateful to do this. So bhakti yoga, love and devotion, what is involved in that? I'm offering kirtan. Kirtan is in general devotional singing with instruments, but it's usually with others. It's you can do it by yourself, but if you sing devotional songs in respect to worship, to a higher reality, whatever name and form you worship, that's regarded as kirtan. And to purify your heart, to do it with others together, you unify your hearts, and this is, for instance, bhakti yoga, to transform your heart, and you are also focusing your mind. Music is a beautiful tool to become focused. You just let go of all other thoughts and you just sing, right? And but not anything. You sing really, for instance, mantras can be sung as well. Mantras are usually in Sanskrit, although in a broader sense nowadays the word is used for any repetition of a beautiful, uplifting word. But in a narrow sense, it's refer to the Sanskrit language, and mantras are short terms where you focus the mind on, and it's repetitive, no? Like, and so bhakti yoga, karma yoga, then you get trained into, you do raja yoga in meditation. So now coming to meditation, that was also you had another question?
Let's see. Yeah. When did you first discover yoga? You already did that. Who made you decide to teach yoga and meditation?
Yeah. At the beginning, when I got introduced to my training, I was a very shy person. I studied psychology, and if you study psychology, in some way or another, you have also your own traumas, and you want to know how you can transform yourself and how to overcome your anxieties, how you overcome your traumas of the past, and to become more a happy person. And that was, I think, what drove me towards psychology, my background, but also towards yoga. Then when I started, I first, as I said, was shy. I didn't really want to teach it. I was very nervous when I did my teacher training course and my final exam, and I thought, oh gosh, I will not be able to teach it. But then with practice, and everything is practice, God presents you, gives you situations to overcome your anxieties and fear. And especially if you start a practice like yoga, you get presented into situations to overcome, to get out of your comfort zone. I think that's maybe a good term to really explore different ways to express yourself. And so I started to teach very nervous at the beginning, but then if you do something repeatedly and you practice you always go into a class and you do it at the beginning with nervousness, but then if with continued practice you get more and more confident in teaching, and it's an evolution of your personality with everything. Like when you do something which was at the beginning new to you, you might be nervous. But if you do it for the thousands of times, any person who is maybe on TV regularly, they are very relaxed. But if you do it at the beginning, you might be nervous. Yeah, if you do an interview at the beginning, you start nervous, and during the interview, you get a little bit more confident and relaxed. And if you do it, if this is what you do as a job, as a reporter, you do it all the time. And you practice for that to become more proficient, but you have to practice. And the same was with yoga. I also was very happy to see other people really benefiting from it. That was for me the greatest joy. Every time when I see people in the final relaxation, and when I see they come differently. When they come into the class, they might be all scatterbrained and really nervous still, but then at the end of the class, when they really deeply relax and their soul force shines through, then this is so, I can't explain this in words, how rewarding this is. So that was what drove me to the teaching yoga, and yeah, I was very, very blessed that I met my gurus, that I was introduced to this holistic yoga practice with the different paths, where it's not only hatha yoga, where you learn mantras, where you do karma yoga, where you learn the scriptures, just basic, and you have to, you can dive into the knowledge deeper and deeper. It's a process. Yeah.
That's awesome. I gotta say, I love your yoga class for stress management.
Thank you.
I think that helps a lot of people, and I would highly recommend it to anyone.
Thank you. Yeah, I enjoy seeing people when they get some relief. It's really, and I know it helped me. Like again, yoga has transformed my life.
I can tell you're so confident now, and you said you used to be nervous about teaching, and now you do a great job. So how long have you been teaching yoga?
Yeah, I'm teaching it now 21 years. So it's definitely has evolved, and I have evolved, and I'm very happy that I got blessed that I got introduced to Sampurna Yoga, the yoga of fullness, which is in the lineage of Swami Shivananda. I think that, as I said, I can't stress it enough how life-transforming yoga can be if you have that holistic training. Yeah, it's also about diet. That's why I, for instance, offer cooking sessions, and these cooking sessions are, there is a part in yoga which stresses, the yogi is very picky about food, and I had a workshop on the yoga of food in a wellness series. But then there is also Ayurveda. Ayurveda stresses a lot on food, and it's a little bit different than yoga. The Ayurvedi wants to prepare or support the yogic path by maintaining your body-mind constitution healthy and whole, and that you are able to better focus. So there is a whole topic on diet, which foods are good for your yoga practice and to advance more, like what is good for your joints, what can you do, like for the whole GI tract, for the mind, set, everything which supports calming your mind and being more balanced and self-confident in yourself, which really, the Ayurveda looks for your individual approach, and the yogi also, but the yogi looks more specific as well, to give you energy in food and to calm the mind as well. That's why, for instance, a diet of a yogi is vegetarian, if not vegan, because you want to really not take all the stress hormones of the animals in when they get slaughtered. People don't think about it, but this is a big topic. But if you know how animals are treated in this industrialized way of raising them, and how they are slaughtered, and they are sentient beings. They have, and it's stress. They are sentient. They know what's going on. There is a lot of suffering there. If you have a heart, I think if you love animals, I don't know, it's really, but anyway, this is a big topic. You decide for yourself, but I would highly suggest to reduce and rethink there.
So if somebody wanted to get started in yoga or meditation or develop some sort of meditativeness, what's the step you would recommend for somebody to get started?
I think it's a very good way to do actually something which has nothing to do with it, is karma yoga. my gurus recommended karma yoga, and I would recommend the same. You do work, like at the beginning you will not be able to sit for hours. And it depends how you name the word meditation. Like if you want to see meditation as a focused practice in life, whatever you do, then you do meditation in your work and in everything what you do. If you want to do meditation more deeply, seeing meditation as a state where you go into a different realm of consciousness, where you go from the waking state, where you are connected with your body, mind, and senses, into a state of beyond body and mind, then you need to purify first through, you need to purify your heart, your mind, your emotions in general, through karma yoga. Karma yoga is really very helpful, meaning offer service to the community, do service in your family, doing chores for others without any expectation. And that's actually already a high source of karma yoga, because usually when we do something, at least we want to thank you, right? If you do something and somebody doesn't mention anything appreciative of you, think, gosh, I don't do that again for them. Like, just being honest, that's another part. Like, just really reflect on your motives. And also for meditation, yeah, like it is I'm a work in progress all the time, and it's always to improve yourself. So just reflect on how you do, just reflect first when you want to do meditation. Maybe it helps you to have an object of meditation if you want to sit. So you use the breath. But there might be days when you will not be able to focus because there's so much stuff going on. And that's normal. You first start to recognize that you have so many thoughts. And some people might even think, gosh, now I'm starting to meditate and I think I'm worse than before, because now you realize how many thoughts and what kind of thoughts you have. Yeah, and so you think, oh gosh, I was so much better off before I started, but now it's more you becoming aware. It's a phase. And I would say also go into a retreat center once in a while where other people meditate with you together, find a circle of meditation where you gather together and where you be guided in meditation. I know Danielle does also meditation. So whoever you feel connected to, and you find somebody who has done already some purification, has experience in meditation. I highly again recommend Yogi Hari, or in Germany Yoga Vidya, or other places. I mean, this is in Europe, so forget it here. Yeah, but you find places here, a retreat center, or if whatever is your inclination, but you start practicing with the breath, or with a mantra. It's very common. And I offer Soul Hour. I named it Soul Hour here, but it means actually Satsang. Yeah, and you find this in Buddhist practice. Sangha means community or gathering of like-minded people, and Sat comes from Satya, truth. So it's a community of spiritual seekers who want to know the truth. And the truth about life, about what is your purpose in life, what is why you're here, where you are going to, what happens with the soul, what is happening after death. I like to mention this in this video too, because if you don't understand death, you don't understand life. So you're scared to death. But if you understand the broader thing about living and dying, then you also get a different attitude towards life. But this is another topic.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. You've provided so much value for everybody watching, and really gave a good basic understanding of all these ideas. So that'll definitely give people a good place to start from on where they should go to meditate, to start a meditation or yoga practice.
All right. Well, I hope you can benefit from what I said. Well, I have here also some cooking workshops coming up. Cook with Me is online, Fun in the Kitchen on September 25th, I don't know, October 23rd, November 13th. It's each time a Saturday from 3 to 5:30, and you find the menu and on the website anandawellnessth.com. Love the menu and join the venue. And then I have a yoga retreat coming up where I explore more about Ayurveda. So this will be on the 16th of October in Hawthorne Park, and pre-registration is required because we will do a tea tasting, and we will learn about Ayurveda, which most people don't know here, but Ayurveda is more and more spread globally now, the art of living. And we do a cooking workshop, and we have then lunch together and social, and then we explore also common and unfamiliar herbs, and then which herbs you might be already familiar with, but some may be unknown, how they can boost your immune system. And then we do a yoga session, an Ayurvedic inspired yoga session, which is for all the doshas like Vata, Pitta, Kapha, to calm down your individual mind constitution. So it's an open yoga session at the end. So this is these are the programs which are coming up, and I would like to thank Dewey for this opportunity to talk to you and to inspire you to do yoga, meditation, just embark on a spiritual journey, and it's exciting and it's life transforming, and I wish you all the blessings of God and anybody, so you can have a happy life. Namaste.
Namaste. Yes, and I'm looking forward to going to some of these cooking events.
Yeah, the next one is actually, maybe I should say what is the menu. We're making falafel, and we make a tabbouleh salad, so it's inspired Mediterranean, but then we do also like a yogurt dip with it, and we make an Ayurvedic digestive lassi with it, like a salty one. Okay.
So everybody check out AnandaWellnessTH.com and see what she has to offer, and thank you so much again.
Yeah, thank you. And maybe I can see you for Soul Hour on a Sunday, every Sunday from 6 to 7. I sing here, I offer meditation and guided meditations and a little talk on yoga, philosophy, psychology. I like to share what I have to share.
Awesome.
Namaste.
Well, I hope you all take the time for your health and wellness and do something to improve your life. You know, reach out to Devaki or somebody else that can help you, and check out the benefits.
All right.
All right, bye guys.
Bye.